Pressure made me. Pain shaped me. Discipline carried me. Now watch me become unstoppable. I walked into this room with my jaw locked, blood hot, chest heavy, carrying every sleepless night, every failure, every doubt, every moment. People thought I was finished, and I threw all of it under the weight, because this place was never built for comfort. This place was built to expose weakness and forge monsters. While weak minds search for motivation, I build systems. While they chase emotions, I build discipline. While they wait for confidence, I earn mine through repetition, pressure, sacrifice, and thousands of brutal moments nobody clapped for. That is why I move different now, because pain stopped scaring me the second I realized suffering could become fuel. Every rep after exhaustion became power. Every set after failure became armor. Every drop of sweat became evidence that I refuse to stay average. More weight, more pressure, more fire. Keep moving. Ooh. There comes a moment when the body wants to stop, but the mind refuses to negotiate. And that moment right there is where transformation begins, because greatness is never built when you feel good. Greatness is built when your lungs burn, your vision shakes, your legs go numb, and you still decide to push harder. That is why these walls know my anger. That is why this floor remembers my sacrifice. That is why pressure became my addiction, because every hard session removed another layer of weakness from my blood. People see strength now, but they never saw the years of obsession required to build it. The isolation, the discipline, the rage, the consistency. I became unstoppable because I stopped waiting to feel ready. No excuses, no fear, no mercy. Only work, only pressure, only growth. Unstoppable. No mercy, no comfort, no slowing down. You either evolve or get left behind. I came into this game with too much hunger to move like everybody else. Too much pressure on my back to waste time pretending, and too much anger in my blood to ever accept staying weak when I know exactly what discipline can create. While most people break the second life, it's uncomfortable. I learned how to become sharper inside chaos. Calmer under pressure, more dangerous when exhausted, because struggle stopped feeling like punishment the moment I understood it was building something stronger than motivation. Every brutal morning made me harder. Every painful session made me colder. Every sacrifice separated me further from the version of myself that almost stayed average. That version is dead now. When the lungs burn, push harder. When the heartbeat spikes, lock in. When the body slows, attack again. When the body slows, attack again. When the body slows, slow. I don't care about easy, because easy never built anything legendary. And I don't care about balance when I know obsession built every man in the world remembers. That is why I keep moving when fatigue starts talking. That is why I keep lifting when my arms feel dead. That is why I keep attacking when weaker minds start searching for exits, because I learned something most people never will. Your body quits long before your mind actually has to. And once you understand that true pain loses control over you, now every session feels like war. Every set feels personal. Every rep feels like another attack against weakness. People want results but refuse pressure. They want greatness without sacrifice. They want confidence without suffering. That is why they stay trapped in the same cycle. While disciplined people keep evolving right in front of them. I built this mindset through repetition, so violent that excuses stop sounding human to me. Now when pressure enters the room, I become calm, because pressure no longer threatens me. Pressure built me. No mercy, no hesitation, no weakness survives here. Only discipline, only pressure, only growth. Most people run from pressure. I learned how to breathe inside it. I remember days when the pressure felt heavy enough to crush all itself, when every responsibility stacked on my back at the same time, and every voice around me expected collapse. But instead of breaking, I became addicted to surviving things that were supposed to destroy me. That is the difference. Weak people see pressure as danger. Disciplined people see pressure as proof that growth is happening. Every hard session taught me that comfort was always the real enemy, because comfort makes the body soft, the mind lazy, the standards weak, and eventually turns potential into regret. So I stopped searching for easier days and started becoming stronger inside difficult ones. Every painful rep became another lesson in endurance. Every exhausted breath became another reminder that limits are usually emotional before they are physical. Every moment my body wanted escape, and my mind demanded more became another layer added to the man I am building. Pressure creates focus. Pressure creates discipline. Pressure creates monsters. Stay inside it. There was a time when pain distracted me, when fatigue controlled my decisions, when doubt had enough power to slow my movement. But repetition changed everything, because repetition eventually turned suffering into familiarity. Now I move calmly through chaos. Now I stay sharp while exhausted. Now I become more dangerous the harder things get. Because once you survive enough brutal days, fear stops sounding important. People see confidence and think confidence appears naturally. No. Confidence is earned through surviving pressure repeatedly, until pressure starts feeling normal. That is why I no longer panic when life gets heavy. Heavy is where I was built. Every set is war against weakness. Every drop of sweat is evidence. Every painful session is another investment into becoming someone excuses can no longer recognize. Most people stop when discomfort arrives. I start there. Most people negotiate with pain. I push through it until pain understands it no longer controls the outcome. That is why pressure became my weapon instead of my prison. More pressure, more growth, more discipline. Stay dangerous. Everybody talks about winning. Very few survive. What it cost. I know what isolation feels like, when the room goes quiet and all that's left is the sound of your own breathing. Mixed with pressure heavy enough to break weaker minds. But those were the moments that built me, because pain stopped being something I feared and became something I trained beside every single day. I watched people disappear, the second life became uncomfortable. I watched discipline vanish, the second motivation faded. I watched ambition collapse, the second sacrifice became real. That is why I stopped trusting words and started trusting actions repeated under pressure. Every lonely session became another reminder that greatness is usually built far away from applause. Every painful repetition became another lesson, teaching me that the strongest people are not always the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to stop when everything hurts. When the lights fade, stay moving. When the body breaks, stay focused. When the world doubts, stay dangerous. I no longer fear difficult days, because difficult days introduced me to parts of myself comfort could never reach. There were mornings my body felt destroyed, nights my mind felt overloaded. Moments life hit hard enough to make quitting sound reasonable, but I kept showing up, because consistency built under chaos becomes power very few people can compete with. That is why I move differently now, because every setback sharpened my focus. Every betrayal strengthened my discipline. Every failure increased my tolerance for pressure. And every painful season forced me to become mentally harder than the situations trying to stop me. No. Most people want victory. Very few are willing to survive the process required to deserve it. Nah, I train with the understanding that weakness never fully disappears. It waits for comfort, excuses, and hesitation to reopen the door. So I keep pressure high, I keep standards violent, I keep discipline alive, even when nobody is watching. Because the second you relax too long, every starts growing again. And I fought too hard to become this version of myself, just to fall backward now. No applause built me.
No comfort saved me.
No comfort save me.
No easy road to shape me. Pressure did, pain did, discipline did.
And that is why I am still standing.
This is not balance. This is war! I stopped expecting life to become easier the second I realized pressure never disappears, it only changes targets. And if your mind stays weak long enough, eventually everything around you starts controlling your decisions. So I trained aggression into discipline, and discipline into instinct, until movement became automatic. Even when exhaustion tried to shut my body down, I learned how to stay sharp while tired. I learned how to stay calm while overwhelmed. I learned how to keep attacking when weaker minds would already be searching for reasons to stop. That is why every session feels violent now. Not against people, against limitation, against hesitation, against the version of me that still remembers comfort. No hesitation, no slowing down, no weakness survives. Pressure, pressure, pressure. There comes a point where pain stops sounding emotional and starts sounding mechanical, where breathing heavy becomes normal, where fatigue becomes normal, where fatigue becomes back, where your body understands the mission before your thoughts even catch up. That is where war mode begins. That is where standards stop being optional. That is where excuses lose all authority, because once you survive enough brutal moments, your tolerance for suffering becomes dangerous to average people. Now every rep feels personal, every set feels like another statement, every drop of sweat feels like proof that I refuse to remain ordinary when ordinary would have been easier. Most people quit mentally before the body actually fails. I train my mind not to ask permission for pain anymore. People hear words like obsession and intensity and think something is wrong with you, but what they really fear is witnessing somebody fully committed while they continue living half-hearted. That is why discipline intimidates weak people. Discipline exposes what excuses protect. Discipline reveals who is serious and who is pretending. And I became addicted to the feeling of proving pressure wrong every single day. Raise the weight, raise the tempo, raise the pressure, and become impossible to break. Motivation fades, discipline remains. I used to think success belonged to the loudest people in the room, the most talented, the most confident, the most naturally gifted, until life forced me to understand that consistency under pressure will always defeat temporary emotion. That realization changed everything, because once you stop depending on mood, excuses lose power. Once you stop waiting to feel inspired, progress accelerates. Once discipline becomes automatic, weakness starts disappearing quietly without even realizing it. That is why I move with calm focus now. Not because life became easier, because my standards became stronger than comfort. I trained on days when energy was gone. I trained on days when stress was heavy. I trained on days when nothing inside me wanted movement. And every one of those days built more strength than the easy ones ever could. Discipline wakes up early. Discipline stay focused. Discipline keeps moving, even when nobody watches. People think discipline is punishment because they never experience the freedom that comes from controlling your own mind. They think structure limits you because they have never felt the confidence built through repeated effort. But once you experience what happens after enough hard days stacked together, once you see your body transform, your focus sharpen, your standards rise, you stop chasing motivation entirely. Because discipline scales, discipline compounds, discipline turns pressure into growth and repetition into identity. That is why I trust habits more than emotion now. Emotion changes every hour. Standards do not.
Every session became another promise kept to myself. Every painful rep became another reminder that comfort has never created greatness. Every moment I kept pushing while exhausted became another layer added to a mentality most people will never understand, because most people stop the second things become inconvenient. That is why discipline separates. Not talent, not luck, not hype. Discipline. Stay consistent, stay dangerous, stay disciplined, and let results speak louder than words ever could.
Most people spend their lives trying to avoid pain. I spent mine learning how to survive it. That is why we are not built the same. Yeah.
There were nights when exhaustion sat so heavy on my chest it felt like breathing itself had become resistance. Moments where the pressure was loud enough to break concentration, and every part of life seemed determined to test whether my standards were actually real or just words I repeated to myself. But every difficult season forced evolution, every setback demanded adaptation, every failure stripped weakness away layer by layer until all that remained was discipline sharpened through repetition, and a mindset too focused to collapse under temporary emotion. That is why I no longer fear pressure. Pressure introduced me to strength. Pressure revealed what comfort was hiding. Pressure transformed effort into identity. Most people only work hard when results are visible. I learned how to keep building long before success arrived. More pressure. More growth. More discipline. Become eternal. I stopped measuring progress by motivation, because motivation disappears too quickly and emotions change too easily. But standards survive every season when they are built correctly. That realization changed the way I move forever. Now I train with patience, I attack with precision, I suffer with purpose, because I understand that greatness is usually invisible while it is being built. People only notice the result after years of sacrifice already passed. They see confidence, but not the isolation. They see strength, but not the exhaustion. Now they see power, but not the pressure required to create it. That is why most people admire discipline from a distance instead of living inside it. I came too far to move backward now. Too many painful mornings, too many brutal sessions, too many silent battles. Survived to return to average thinking. Every rep became another investment into permanence. Every hard day became another reason weakness lost authority over my decisions. Every painful moment became another reminder that the strongest version of me was always waiting behind pressure. And now that version finally exists. No comfort, no limits, no retreat, only evolution, only discipline, only immortality.